स्वागत है आपका इवोल्यूशन के इस डिस्कशन सीरीज में। इससे पहले कि डिस्कशन शुरू हो जाए, जल्दी से रिवाइज कीजिए चैप्टर का इंट्रोडक्शन एंड ओरिजिन ऑफ लाइफ 7.1। तो चलिए हम लोग शुरू कर लेते हैं। जी हाँ, चलिए हम लोग शुरू कर लेते हैं। डैश डैश बायोलॉजी इज द स्टडी ऑफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ लाइफ फॉर्म्स ऑन अर्थ। The next, what exactly is evolution? The next, to understand the changes in flora and fauna that have occurred over millions of years on Earth, we must have an understanding of the context of origin of life, that is evolution of Earth, of stars, and indeed of the universe itself. The next, what follows is the longest of all the conjectured and conjectured stories. The next, this is the story of origin of life and evolution of life forms or diversity on planet Earth in the context of evolution of Earth and against the background of evolution of universe itself. The next, origin of life 7.1. The next, when we look at stars on a clear night sky, we are in a way looking back in dash dash. Stellar distances are measured in dash dash. The next, what we see today is an object whose emitted light scattered its journey millions of years back and from trillions of kilometers away and reaching our eyes now. However, when we see objects in our immediate surrounding, we see them instantly and hence in the present time. Therefore, when we see stars, we apparently are peeping into the dash dash. The next, the origin of life is considered a dash dash events in the history of the universe. The next, the universe is vast. Relatively speaking, the earth itself is almost only a speck. How many universe is old? The next, huge cluster of dash dash comprise the universe. The next, galaxies contain stars and clouds of dash dash and dust. The next, considering the size of universe, Earth is indeed a speck. The dash theory attempts to explain to us the origin of universe. The next, meow meow. Big Bang theory किसके बारे में बात करता है? The next, the universe expanded and hence the temperature dash dash. The next, dash dash and dash dash formed sometime later. The next, the gases condensed under gravitation and formed the dash dash of the present day universe. The next, in the dash dash system of the Milky Way galaxy, Earth was supposed to have been formed about dash dash year back. The next, there was no atmosphere on dash dash. The next, कौन कौन से गैसेस मोल्टेन मास से रिलीज होकर सरफेस को कवर कर दिया? The next, the dash dash, it is from sun break up water into dash dash and dash dash and the lighter H2 escaped. The next. Dash dash combined with ammonia and dash dash to form water, carbon dioxide and others. The next. The dash dash layer was formed. As it dash dash, the water vapor fell as rain. To fill all the depressions and form ocean. The next. लाइफ अर्थ के फॉर्मेशन के बाद कब अपीयर हुई थी? The next. ऑलमोस्ट कितने पहले लाइफ की फॉर्मेशन हुई थी? ऑन द अर्थ. The next. क्या लाइफ आउटर स्पेस से आया हुआ है? Some scientists believe that it comes from outside. अर्ली ग्रीक थिंकर्स लाइफ ओरिजिन के बारे में क्या सोचते थे? The next. Dash dash is still a favorite idea for some astronomers. The next. For a long time, it was also believed that life came out of decaying and rotting matter like straw, mud, etc. This was the theory of dash dash. The next. किस साइंटिस्ट ने ये डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किया कि लाइफ कम्स फ्रॉम प्री एग्जिस्टिंग लाइफ? The next. He saw that in pre-sterilized flasks, life did not come from killed yeast, while in another flask, open to air, new living organisms arose from dash dash yeast. The next. Spontaneous theory. Spontaneous generation theory was dismissed once and for all. However, this did not answer how the first life form came on Earth. किस साइंटिस्ट ने प्रपोज किया था फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ लाइफ could have come from pre-existing non-living organic molecules, example RNA, protein, etc. Oparin of Russia and Haldane of England proposed that the first form of life could have come from pre-existing non-living organic molecules, example RNA, protein, etc. And that formation of life was preceded by chemical evolution, that is, formation of diverse organic molecules from inorganic constituent. The next. Oparin and Haldane के chemical evolution of life में what were the condition of earth? ओपेरिन एंड हेल्डाने को किसने लेबोरेटरी में किया था एक्सपेरिमेंट फॉर केमिकल इवोल्यूशन ऑफ लाइफ? एसल मिलर के क्लोज्ड फ्लास्क में इलेक्ट्रिक डिस्चार्ज के अलावा और क्या क्या था? The next. He observed formation of dash dash acid. In similar experiments, others observed formation of dash dash, dash dash, dash dash, and dash dash. Analysis of meteorite content also revealed similar compound, indicating that similar processes are occurring elsewhere in space. With this limited evidence, the first part of the conjectured story, that is chemical evolution of life, was more or less accepted. The next. Mind capture figure 7.1 diagrammatic representation of Miller experiment. We have no idea about how the first self-replicating metabolic capsule of life arose. The first non-cellular form of life could have originated dash dash billion years ago. They would have been giant molecule, that is dash dash, comma, dash dash, comma, dash dash, comma, etc. this capsule reproduced their molecules. Perhaps the dash of life did not possibly originate till about 2000 million years ago. The next, these were probably dash. The next, all life forms were in water environment only. This version of biogenesis, that is the first form of life, arose slowly through evolutionary forces from non-living molecule is accepted by majority. However, once form how the first cellular form of life could have evolved into the complex biodiversity of today is fascinating a story that we will be discussed below. Thank you so much. You are most welcome in the next session of this discussion series.